Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you could make it tonight. Tonight, we're having our healing night in the sanctuary, and the energies that I'm going to be working on in your space are isolation and loneliness. And I thought those would be really appropriate topics considering the pandemic and that we've all been shut inside for a long time now. I'm going to do this actually in two parts, kind of. The first part, I'm going to work on the isolation energy, and then the second part, the loneliness. And one of the things I'm going to work on in the loneliness is your connection to divinity. And so I'm not just going to be working on your energetic body tonight. At some point, I'm going to be working on the energy between you here and divinity. So I'm going to be working above your head a little bit. Those of you that are sensitive, you may be able to experience some of that as I'm working there. So I'm going to be working on a composite of everybody in the sanctuary tonight. And that composite shows me what are called matching pain points, pain pictures, matching energies. And so that's what I'm working from, is all of the places where every one of you matches on a certain level. And it might not be an identical match, but it could be very, very similar in life experience and emotional response. So that helps light up all of the places that I want to help you clear foreign energy from your auras and your physical bodies, your mental bodies, and your spiritual bodies. So I'm going to be talking to you as if I'm talking one-on-one, since I am working on a composite, and the energies that I work on are pretty much going to be in everybody's space. All right, I'm going to get started with a prayer to set the energy, and all you have to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the healing. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity, that it shine its light upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. All right, let's take a look at you. The good news is that I see gold already. So that tells me that you're holding your space fairly well. So that makes me happy. That when I see gold, I see it as a high energy vibration, your spiritual energy. So that makes me very happy. I do see a lot of lumpy energy around you that kind of looks like old-fashioned porridge in your aura, very lumpy. And that is the energy of demands coming from the outside. A lot of, like right now, there's a lot of demand to be doing things. So it's almost like the energy of many, many people's directives being focused on you. And that could be, I see it more as like outside of the realm of family and friends, more like the media demanding something from you, or your business demanding something from you, your bosses. So just a lot of demand energy, and perhaps not enough resources to go around. And that lumpy porridge looking energy is starting to melt off. There's a real weariness coming out too, that's a reddish brown energy, and that's the weariness of just being in the same grind with staying at home day after day. So that's weariness coming out. The other thing I'm looking at too, is that a lot of you are responsible for other people in your home, like children, and the energy of demands from that as well are showing up in your aura, going to help you ground that. By the way, the energy in the sanctuary tonight has been set to comfort and love, and that's what we're going to be filling in with tonight after the healing. Some other energy coming out is the energy of being stretched way too thin. So those are kind of general energies that I've been working on clearing. I'm going to focus on isolation now, but that was just energy I needed to clear so that I could start working on the isolation. And before I start, I'm going to bring a gold sun in, fill you up with a gold sun. All right, now I'm going to take a look at isolation, and we're going to clear the energies that are creating isolation for you right now. And the first energy is fear. It's a white energy, and there's a lot of it. And a lot of that fear is being held in front of your body. We have a spinning energy center called our third chakra, which is at your solar plexus. And a lot of that fear is right out in front of there, kind of as a stop energy. I'm also showing you in your third chakra where and how you're holding responsibility. And it's different if you're a spirit in a female body and different if you're a spirit in a male body. The spirits in male bodies are very heavily programmed to keep responsibility in that third chakra. So if you have a male body, that's going to be a little bit more of an intense space for you. And I'm going to do a healing on that right now. You know what's really cool is that as I'm working on you, even the babies are releasing energy. I just love it. Young spirits, they have so much light in them. And for those of you that don't know, I'm talking about the babies in the sanctuary. So I have children that come as part of the soul support group that are members. This is particularly hard on them. I'm working on that um, level of isolation of not having um, not having touch, not having a lot of communication. Now, you're still working on releasing fear, but this will be good at the end of you releasing this fear because it's a lot, but it will really free you up. There's the energy of drama and panic also coming out. And the inference to drama really has more to do with the level of communication, like from the media, um, and and people in your lives. But that's what I saw for drama. Yeah, isolation is a real stop energy for your creative process and your creative energies. So I'm saying hello to that right now and showing you where your creative juices are, and we're going to get those going. Also, one of the things I'm looking at is where we get programmed when we're isolated to act on rote. Um, that when we're isolated, we kind of whittle everything down to just what's the most simplest, most basic thing that we need to do to get through the day. And that then becomes like a habit. And what I'm looking at is where a lot of opportunities um, aren't presented when you're in that isolation energy or isolation picture. And I'm saying that because it's all just energy. If you're in an isolation pain picture and you are able to clear it, things can change immediately, absolutely immediately. So being in isolation at home is not necessarily the same as being stuck in an isolation picture. You can be in isolation at home and have lots of communication with your friends over Zoom or over the telephone and still be isolated, but not be in a picture of isolation. Boredom is coming out. There's also a little bit of a darker energy up here on top of your crown, which is going to depress the rest of the body, because whatever energy vibration you set your crown at, it sets the tone for all the descending chakras underneath it. So if there's junky junk up here, there's going to be junky junk down there because this sets the tone for all the rest. Excuse me. And what I can see is that being at home and perhaps not having all the different opportunities to run your crown chakra energy that you might have on a normal day if you were out and about limits how much energy gets run in that crown chakra. And so the crown chakras are kind of slowing down a little bit. So we're going to clear some of that foreign, heavier energy on top of the crowns. There's also a lot of energy coming out about needing to take care of things and certain things not being able to take care of them because of the circumstances going on right now. So there's an energy being held of like unaccomplished tasks that need to be done. There is a brown kind of, what would I call that? Like a sheath, a brown sheath coming off of you that is like the group agreement about isolation that we're going through right now. And it's like a control energy. I'm just going to help you clear that. Actually, it came off and I'm working on the brown energy that was behind it. The good news is that you're starting to get your amusement back, which is really good. Because isolation is not a very amusing vibration. And I just saw you getting back in touch with your amusement. The other thing I see you doing is bringing in some of your past life information on other events where you had to do something similar to protect yourself on a survival level. And I see you bringing in that information. And I'm going to work one other space on the isolation. And that is your inner voice. I want to clear that so that you have that inner voice actually is in your fifth chakra here in your throat. And I want you to have clear communication with yourself and your inner voice. I always think of that as like your highest and best counsel. Wow, who knew? There's a whole bunch of sorrow coming out of the fifth chakra. So everybody has a little bit of unspoken sadness that's being released right now. All right, that's good. I like to do that. It kind of helped rebalance you in a very good way. Got you back in touch with yourself. I'm going to move now to looking at the vibration of loneliness and how that impacts you. It's a little different than isolation. They oftentimes come together, but they're different. So now we're going to work on clearing the energies that get um, that either stimulate loneliness in your space or get between you and your ability to find your own self affinity. And I'm going to start in your heart chakra, which is where you have your spiritual information on how to like and love yourself. And right now, there's a kind of a hot pink donut around the heart chakra, and that's a lot of pain, like a stinging pain that has to do with like how you see yourself. And even though the work is being done in the heart chakra, there's a lot of heaviness being released from the head. There's a lot of energy in the heart chakra about worrying about everyone else. And then there's an energy vibration that I'm going to call atheist energy. It's a white energy, and it's an energy that doesn't really recognize spirit or spiritual communication. So it's a kind of control energy. And that atheist energy gets between you and your ability to, enjoy your body. And I know I'm looking at loneliness, but I think that's a very big part of not being lonely is being able to enjoy your body. And so that atheist energy, um, there's something funky about it. Like you're not supposed to touch your body, or there's something about touch and that energy vibration. And I think it has some sort of religious connotation to it, but it has to do with not an energy that kind of prevents being touched. And now I'm going to work on the communication between you and divinity. That's such an important part of not being lonely, is knowing that you have that relationship every moment of every day. And now I'm going to start working some energy above the head. This is kind of interesting. There's a lot of invalidation coming out about not reaping any rewards from all of the hard work and effort that's gone into managing this crisis. And even on a home level, um, like invalidation about self-worth. And that has gotten into the communication space between you and divinity. So I'm working with you on that. And there's your basic garden variety, run-of-the-mill destroy energy that I'm going to clear. Part of the healing to clear that communication space between you and divinity is going to be a forgiveness healing. And that's going to happen right now. Mhm. That forgiveness healing was like a trigger for love. As soon as the healing was over, all of this love started coming out. And when I said coming out, I think I better clarify that. I meant that the love was being expressed by you, not coming out and leaving your space, but being expressed by you. All right, we're going to start running divine love in the crown. Yeah, checking your energy channels and your chakras. Okay, there's still a little bit of energy in the third chakra, so I'm going to ask you to just take a big breath in and exhale. Just relax that whole third chakra. Good. That's coming out. That was like a form of worry. It was like a tension that was keeping the third chakra kind of gnarled up. So that was good. That we got that out. Your energy channels are working well now. Clearing a little energy out of that first chakra. And there's a happiness coming over you. Your physical body is getting happy when love is run through it. So I want to just remind you that you can run divine love at any hour of any day when you want. All you have to do is sit down, ground yourself, and ask divinity to start running love in your crown chakra for you. You can look at it in a rose out in front of you with your eyes closed and look at what color that divine love is to you, and then take that color, bring it into your crown chakra, and move it around in a clockwise motion. That you can bring that divine love into your own spiritual space any day. And it's such a healing. All right, I'm going to start gathering up your energy now and fill you back in. And we're going to collect up love. So wherever you've left your love, where it's out there dangling out in the universe, we're going to call that back, get that back into your body. Now, some of you have your love spread out in other universes. And I'm just going to leave you with that thought, because it's up to you as to whether you want to leave that love out there or whether you want to call it back. If you want to call it back, all you have to do is visualize a sun above your head and postulate that you're calling your love back from other universes. So I did see that there were a number of you that had your love spread really far out there. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. All right, whenever you're ready, you can create that gold sun above your head, fill yourself in, bring that sun all the way through your space. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come on out of trance. Good job. Good job. I just have a couple of announcements to tell you as long as I have you all. I have a monthly healing that I'm doing right now. It's a validation healing where I take a look at your information on validation and clean that energy vibration out. And then we use that cleaned out validation as a healing agent to clean out you. And we run that in your crown and your energy channels. And then you can pick a space to have that validation run through. For instance, you might want your relationship space validated or your money space validated. So we use that same cleaned out vibration as a healing agent for that space too. So that's my monthly special for August. Those are 30-minute readings. That's $60. And you can email me if you'd like to schedule one of those. Next Thursday night, we have another free healing in the sanctuary. And this one is, this is for, I better not say that. This is for members only. It is how to tell the truth from a lie. I'm going to be doing a healing for soul support members to clear the energies that prevent you from seeing the truth from a lie. I think that's a really, really important topic right now with everything that's going on. And so I'm very excited about that healing. That's 1 week from tonight at 7 o'clock. And those of you that are not soul support members, I highly recommend it. It's my membership sanctuary, and we're doing at least 2 healings, group healings a month in the sanctuary. It's $27 a month. And I usually throw in another class or another healing in there too. So it's definitely a value when you think of what the cost of a healing is with me personally, one-on-one. So I urge any of you that are kind of on the fence thinking about it to go ahead and email me and ask me for that information. I'd be happy to get you set up as a soul support member. So I want to thank you for coming. And there's one other thing going on. Since it's summer and the weather's good, Christy and I are doing house healings. So if you want a house healing, give me a call and we'll set that up. So I'll see you next Thursday night in the sanctuary, and I look forward to that and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for joining me tonight. Got my eyes on you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.